Hi there, Mike Doe at Melco, part of the applications team, and in this video I want to introduce you to the Melco Bravo. Melco Bravo is Melco's commercial single head embroidery machine. Now let's take a look at some of its features. First off, you're going to notice that there is 16 needles or 16 cones of thread that are available on this machine. It allows you to have a wide variety of colors and do designs that are very colorful. The threads actually go down this tube and come out right down here by this red roller. This red roller is part of the ActiFeed system. You'll notice on the front of the Melco machine there is no tension knobs on the Melco Bravo. We actually use a system called ActiFeed. And the ActiFeed system, all it needs from you is an example of the thickness of the material. And we'll talk about that a little bit when I get to the software. But it's taking care of itself. Once you set that thickness, it's adjusting as it needs to. So if it goes over the center seam of a cap or a jean jacket seam, it's going to adjust and add more thread as it needs to. And how it's doing that is the thread break sensor. The thread break sensor is going to allow the system to see how tight or how loose that thread is running and make minor fixes or minor adjustments to that so that the stitch quality is consistently at a very high quality. The last thing that we're going to look at on the top part of the machine is you'll notice this little foot here. That's called a presser foot. And a presser foot's job is to hold the material in place as the top thread and the bobbin thread or the bottom thread make a stitch. So you'll notice that on our machine we only have one of those. And the reason we do that is, as an embroiderer, we should adjust our presser foot to the thickness or thinness of the material. And we easily can do that with this presser foot gear here, and that is easily adjusted up or down according to the thread. So it's very easy to adjust as we go. One other thing that we want to talk about off of the upper part of the machine, we're going to talk about this arm here, and that's called the lower arm of the embroidery machine. And the silver part out here is the needle plate. What's unique about the Melco's Bravo's needle plate is that it is got a flat top to it, so it's able to really hold that material in a flat way. And then it's got the trimmer is like right below the top of the needle plate. And what that does is as it trims the threads, it allows it to be a very small tail on the back side of the embroidery. So everybody always looks at the top of the embroidery. You're going to get a great look there, but you're also going to get a very nice look on the back. Instead of having these real long tails going everywhere, you're going to have a real nice short consistent tail length on the trims. So enough said about the machine. Let's talk a little bit about its capabilities. It will run at 1,000 stitches a minute. That's its max speed. It is able to do things like the front of caps. So we're able to take something like this cap here and sew everything that is orange up to its limitations. Obviously you can't sew up on top, but where it's flat, left to right and up and down, you're able to get a real nice sew on the front of a cap. You're also, and let's talk about the extremes, you're also able to take and sew up to a 36 by 30 hoop. So you're able to do large jacket backs, or in this case, this is a hoodie. So I'm able to sew a real nice design on the back. I really like this design. It's got a lot of colors. Once again, because of the 16 needles, I can really take and make my designs very colorful. So able to get big designs into a 36 by 30. And let's jump over to the software now. And what you'll notice is it's a very simple user interface. It's a Windows-based program that actually comes with the purchase of the machine. You'll get this Bravo OS software, and you're able to easily take and open a folder and select a different design, and whatever's on screen is what's at the machine. In this case, you can see that the design I selected is too big for the hoop that I have, so I'm able to jump down here to the hoops and select a more appropriate hoop. So maybe I want to use the 5.5-inch square Mighty hoop. So I can change that out, and now you can see that red line went away. The red bar down at the bottom said hoop limits. All that's gone, and I've got a dotted line. And so the next thing that I can do is I can go in and set the colors. And so you can see the colors represented, and it's very easy to go in and select a different thread manufacturer. We use Madeira Neon Poly. We introduce you to Madeira, give you a starter pack with the purchase of the machine. And so from there, we can go back to the design and just change some colors out. And you can see as I change those colors, it's actually taking and changing them on screen so that my design looks like the way that the digitizer wanted it. So from there, we can say, okay, come back here, and as I was mentioning before, all you have to do is tell the machine, am I sewing on material that's like a t-shirt, something that's more like the thickness of a cap, something that might be the thickness of a hoodie, sweatshirt material, or something like a jacket. And so by selecting just one of those, as I go back to the screen, it'll change my what's called my ActiveFeed preset to that number. And then right below that, you'll see that I'm able to change the speeds up to 1,000 stitches a minute. A lot of information in this video already. I can tell you it's a great machine for if you're just getting started in the industry, if you're moving from kind of the hobbyist into that prosumer. Once again, this is a commercial single head embroidery machine by Melco. It's the Melco Bravo, and I would suggest reaching out to Melco and getting some more information on it. So thank you for your time, and have a great day.